Hey team, so welcome back to the channel. So today TeamMike Adventures is coming at you from Ulsan, South Korea. Ulsan is the industrial power hub of South Korea. It's got the world's largest automobile assembly plant in the world. It's also got the world's largest shipyard, and it's got the third largest oil refinery in the world. So again, making it a power hub for South Korea. It's just north of Busan. So this is a economically viable area, but it's also got a lot of green spaces as well.
And it is amazing to see that there's so many factories, the shipyards and all the cars, but then you find a place like we're going to walk today where there's all this green space in the middle of it, and there's a suspension bridge, which I'm super excited that we're going to get to do it today and experience it with you guys.
So right now we're in Daewangam Park, which is one of the large green spaces. It's also got a suspension bridge that we're going to try out. But then we're going to go to the Whaling Museum, which has a complex that's dedicated to the whaling industry that shows the birth, evolution, ecology, and preservation of the whaling industry, the preservation of the whales from the whaling industry. So come join us on the adventure.
And please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment if you think anything that we can do better or places that you would like us to check out for you guys.
Daewangam Park is a seaside park located on the East Coast. The park has a walking trail that passes by a forest of pines, cherry blossom trees, magnolias, and much more. Daewangam Rock, the namesake of the park, appears to be a dragon rising out of the sea. So it's obvious that the children's playground must have a dragon theme. And of course, anyone that knows me knows that I'm a 50-plus-year-old guy that's going to give the dragon slide a ride. Let me just say that the slide was fast. It wasn't quite as fast as the gathering of evil pigeons who were determined to intimidate me into giving them some of my food. These birds' tactical prowess was impressive as they tried to fix me, and then another small group tried to conduct an envelopment. But as their skills didn't impress me as much as the older gentleman that was using a teeter-totter, I guess that's what you'd call it, while balancing a soccer ball on his forehead.
That requires amazing skills. I could not do that.
And as if balancing the ball on his forehead isn't enough, the guy walked for over an hour while balancing the soccer ball on his forehead. I can't even get a ball to balance on my head, and this guy's still going. So according to legend, this rock formation appears to be a person laying and looking out to the sea as if they're waiting on someone. I'll kind of tilt around here so you can see it a little bit, but what it is Christian sees it as the head is at the top and then the body reclining. Anyway, the rock formations are absolutely beautiful here.
So we're here on the bridge, and as you can see us, it's moving. I'm moving a lot.
Yeah, it's moving quite a bit. So
it's not that windy.
No, but there's a lot of people on it too, so that's causing it to move quite a bit.
And we are way up in the sky. Look at this. So we'll continue, follow along.
Good times.
This is fun. Highly recommend you guys coming to see this bridge. The water is so clear. It's just beautiful. I wish they will allow you to swim around here. Daewangam Park is a beautiful park. As always with Koreans, you can take the route what you would call hiking. It has a lot of rocks and stairs, so you can take just a direct approach to come here. But it's full of different points where you can stop, see the views, and it gives you a lot of the folklore or the beliefs that they have about this area, about dragons and what the rock formations look like. It's a really nice place to come.
So anytime we're in a new city, we always like to check out the markets. So so this is one in Ulsan, not too far away from the from Daewangam Park. So so we're just checking it out to see what they have.
Here she's like
Jangsaengpo Whaling Museum details the history of whaling in Ulsan. Whaling was banned in South Korea in 1986, but the whaling artifacts were kept and are now on display in the museum, which is built in what was once a central whaling area. A number of exhibits show fetuses at the various stages of a whale's life. Also, there's a variety of aquariums to include one large aquarium that contains 3 dolphins.
The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife, and I can feel the sun on my skin.
We just came to the top of the tank, and as you saw some of the previous videos, the tank seems so small. So my first thing was like, poor dolphins. But once you come here, the tank is way bigger. So it's a really nice experience.
Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a rage. Today and not
We're in the berthing space of the Rock Navy vessel, which is Republic of Korea. So the Republic of Korea Navy vessel. So we're in the berthing spaces, which is essentially the bedroom for the crew. So as you can see here, this guy, he's probably about 6 feet tall, and he's laying down. So his head is essentially at the end of the rack, and then his feet is actually touching the bulkhead. So if you're taller than 6 feet, you're going to be very uncomfortable on this vessel. And as you can see, he's a pretty narrow guy, so he's going shoulder to shoulder in the rack space. If I laid up here, I'm sure my shoulders would probably be touching both sides of the metal railing.
침실입니다. 입구에 있는 내부실은 간단한 치료와 약을 제공하며 구미관과 의료부사관, 의무병이
So we just finished touring the Navy ship, and it's something that we really recommend. Every time, it has like a smart type camera. Every time you walk into one of the rooms, it says it in Korean, and then it was the explanation in English. So it's really nice to know what each room served the purpose on the ship, and There's plenty of picture taking opportunities if that's what you like, and also there's something else new to learn, so we highly recommend it.
So just walking around, we found a little small restaurant that there's only one dish. It's smoked pork, and of course it always comes with the banchan, so the different kimchi. This is the smoked pork, and then it always comes with lettuce and then a couple of little like garlic and peppers to make it the way you want to make it. So we're gonna dig in.
Looks delicious.
How you eat it is you take your leaf, take a little bit of pork, put that in your leaf, take a little bit of the kimchi, put that in, maybe a little bit of sauce, then you wrap it all up and pop it in your mouth. The Whale Culture Village was recently renovated to look similar to the retro-themed museums that are all over Korea. The village recreated a few streets to look like Ulsan village from the 1960s to 1980s, with each shop decorated with props from the corresponding era. Unlike most of the retro museums, this one doesn't seem as random as it tries to recreate the actual village that occupied the same area which was famous for whaling. Although it's not the main attraction in the area, it's a nice stop to take some photos and enjoy for just a $2 admission. And oh, by the way, be careful what doors you open up, because you never know when you're going to interrupt someone taking care of their business. And oh, by the way, the statues in Korea are very graphic.
So we are at the Whale Park on top of this mountain, and it's so much fun. As you can see, there's different whale statues and sculptures, I guess, as you can see. And the one that is behind me, it's with the open mouth, and as we go in, you will see it shows all the organs and everything inside the whale. It's kind of neat.
So this weekend is the 2024 Whale Festival. The food is out and plentiful all over the place. So they've got a ton of different food stalls that you can choose from to get food. They've got fried almost everything from fried potatoes to fried chicken, fried fish. They've got ttukbaegi. They've got kimchi pancakes.
And everything smells so good. For $10, we got 2 waters, and we got some chicken and French fries. And I'm not sure what this is.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. The Whale Museum itself, everything is in Korean, so there's not that much that we could get out of the experience except for the pictures. The interactive museum, that was fun because it had the dolphins and, of course, the Navy ship. That was fun.
Yeah, and really it wasn't that much. It was, I think overall it was less than $50 for the entire day. So it was relatively inexpensive to come here and spend the day. So it was a good experience for the price.
So we really advise it. And the cultural village, which is right behind us, it's just fun. There's nothing specific that you can learn out of it, but it was just fun to see how a village 20, 30 years ago, people were living.
Actually, it was 120 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
During the whaling period, it was 120 years ago.
Yeah.
But it was still good to see how the fishing villages actually look, and how they took care of the whales when they brought them in. So yeah, that was a good experience, regardless of how long ago it was.
Yeah, and the monorail, I guess that will be the most expensive of what we did. It was about, what, $20?
$20.
For both of us. And there was nothing amazing views or anything. So if you want to save money, you can skip that part, but it was fun.
Yeah, and if I had it to do over, I would probably skip the Whale Museum as well. Most of it was in Hangul. It was good to see the skeleton of the whale on display, but it was really, everything was in Hangul, and you could really take your time and go through it and translate everything, but to me it just wasn't worth it because there was so much written material. The one thing that I would absolutely do is going on board the Republic of Korea Navy vessel. That was in English and in Korean, so that was a great experience to see that. And then the culture village again was really nice to walk through as well. So, but hey, these are just some. This is just one of the videos that we put out. The other ones that we put out, like Busan and Seoul and Cebu and Vietnam, and then one of the upcoming videos, our next adventure is going to be in Taipei. So stay tuned and watch that video. And then if you like these videos, please go back and look at some of the other adventures that we've been on. Recently, we've been doing a lot of hiking. We're filming during the fall season, so hiking right now is huge in Korea. So we've been taking a lot of hiking adventures recently. So a lot of the videos that you see will be of us hiking. So go back and look at those videos as well, and like and subscribe to the channel if we're providing you the content that you like. If not, and you want to see something different, please let us know what you would like to see.
See you guys later.
Yeah, thanks guys.